Seems like the off days were pretty darn good for the Toronto Maple Leafs, as they could not score any goals in the last few games, but they come out today against the Winnipeg Jets and very hostile MTS Center, and they get the job done, winning 4-2 over the Winnipeg Jets. It did get scary at one point. We will get to that in a second, but nonetheless, the Leafs find the offense, and they get back in the win column on the road in a very tough environment. Great job by the Buds here tonight. And the question still lies, is Auston Matthews better than Patrik Laine? Well, no, Auston Matthews is better than Patrik Laine. I mean, you could debate that Laine is a better one-timer, but what else do you got? Nothing else. Anyways, let's talk about the win nonetheless. And the Leafs, they get on the board late in the first period, capping it with a backhanded shot. And it's a little scramble in front. No one can get real possession of it. And if you watch it, the Winnipeg Jets player kind of whiffs on the pass out of the zone. He gets enough of it that it ends up right on the stick of Kasperi Kapanen, who cuts to the middle and he just rips it. Just rips it past Connor Hellebuyck. And the Leafs take the 1-0 lead late in the first period. And they end the period still 1-0. A big, big thing right there. Second period, just 2:25 in. This is why you throw the puck at the net. You never know. Nothing has to be pretty. Josh Leivo at the point sees Tyler Ennis in a very good tipping position with no defenseman around him. Puts a nice little saucer pass shot thing towards the net. And Ennis gets just enough of it to fool Connor Hellebuyck. It ends up in the back of the net. Ennis' first of the year. Leafs got the 2-0 lead early in the second period. 11:43 in, Connor with a nifty little pass off the boards to Nazem Kadri, streaking him down the right wing. You don't see too much coming. Beats Connor Hellebuyck. Short side, a little bit of a celebration from Kadri. You gotta love it. 3-0 Leafs. What a start. We've seen this happen before. We have seen 3-goal leads vanish. I don't care if it's years and years ago. This is the same. Maybe not the logo, but the team is the exact same. Third period rolls around and the Leafs give them an early goal. Less than 5 minutes in, Nikolai Ehlers scores. The pressure's all over the Leafs early on in that third period. And they get a goal. Not long after, Leafs take a penalty. They get on the power play. Mark Scheifele scores on the power play, 6:28 in. There is still 13-something to play in the game. And it's a one-goal hockey game. But the Leafs, the ability to score at any given moment, shows in this game. Exactly 2 minutes after that power play marker by Scheifele, Mitch Marner gets the puck in the zone from Par Lindholm, and he puts the puck through the defender's legs, tries to backhand it on net. Does. Hellebuyck kicks it aside. Problem. Kicks it right to John Tavares, and Tavares packs it in the empty net. The Leafs take the 2-goal lead back. It's 4-2, and that right there emptied the sails of the Winnipeg Jets. Sorry, emptied the fuel out of the Winnipeg Jets, if you guys want to talk about it that way. And the Leafs end up winning 4-2. Problem, though, third period. Like through the first two periods, Leafs up 18-4 after the first period in shots. 10-4 over and out. In favor of the Leafs in shots. And then the Buds are just killing them in shots by, by 10 at this point. And we're like, this is fantastic. The shots are 28-18. This is going great. Problem. You give up 22 shots in the third period. They end up with 40. And they get back in the game. So if that's something you want to clean up, I do appreciate that. But Freddie Anderson, guys, I thought he was very good in this game. 2 goals on 40 shots. A .950 save percentage. Look, after that last rough game that he had, he needed a bounce back outing. This team needed a bounce back outing, and they got it. They got the victory. Kapanen with the goal, Kadri with the goal, Ennis with the goal, Tavares with the goal, Lindholm, Connor Brown, Josh Leivo, and Mitch Marner, and Nikita Zaitsev all grab assists on the play, and the Leafs get the victory. Now, we ain't done with this Winnipeg Jets team just yet. The Leafs have Thursday off and Friday off before they take on these same Jets at Scotiabank Arena at 7 o'clock on Hockey Night in Canada. It says Freddie Anderson and Laurent Brossoit. Do they play Friday too? So they're on the second half of a back-to-back. So Leaf fans, if you guys want to look for a victory, that could be one, because you might get there. See, they might start Brossoit in the first game against Detroit and then have Hellebuck against the Leafs. But I don't know what's going to end up happening in those games. All I know is that the Buds get back in the win column today against a very good Winnipeg Jets team who can score a lot, and they only scored 2 in the game because of very good goaltending from Freddie Anderson and very good defense through the first 2 periods. That's the way I'm going to leave it, like that. But I'm really impressed, guys. You know, the way this... See, we've talked about it, guys. We talked about it in preseason. We've talked about it in the season preview. We talked about it early on in the year. Look, these win streaks are great. Winning 5 straight games after going a 1-1 start and having a 6-1 record, that's fantastic. It's great to see. But it's what you do after you lose a game or 2 that really shows the character of your squad. So like I said, Leafs won 5 straight. Then they lose 2 and their offense shrivels up. They get some time off and they come back against a very tough team in Winnipeg on the road. And they win 4-2. They get their goal scoring back. They get back in the win column. And now they can get back into a groove again moving forward. It's what good teams do. They do not have lengthy losing streaks. Back when the Washington Capitals were winning President's Trophies, ideally those did not win get to cups. They barely ever lost 2 straight games. Because they didn't let any loss dwell on them. They kind of just moved on and got right back on the horse and got out of the next game. And that's the way I think this Leaf team has to think and is thinking right now and into the future. But I'm happy. You know what? Was it a very pretty third period? No, it wasn't. But we get 2 points. And in the end, that's what matters. So, guys, you know what? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys enjoyed the W today in Winnipeg, because you know how Jets fans love to talk trash about how Austin Matthews is not as good as Patrick Laine. But you guys love it when the Leafs beat them because it's pretty quiet. Smack that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already, guys. Comment down below what you guys think of this game. Who was your player of the game in this game? I got to give it to Freddie Anderson. When this team, again, I'll keep saying it. When this team needed Freddie to be big, he was. Yes, they got it to a 1-goal game, but he did make some big saves. Then the Leafs got him that 2-goal lead, and then he shut the door. I was impressed with Freddie. I was impressed with the way this team handled themselves for the first 2 periods. Again, it's game, what? 10 of the season? 12 of the season? Whatever it is. Game 10 of the season. We're not going to start, you know, we're not going to start saying this team is an all-star team or anything like that, because it's 10 games in. We're not going to say this team is just an all offense, no defense team. It's 10 games in. It's the way it is, guys. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I saw a stat here, actually, that with this win over the Jets, the Leafs are now perfect on the road to start the season. So it's our home record that's the problem? Very interesting. Maybe we got to be louder at Scotiabank Arena there, people. Let's get things going, all right? So, like I said, guys, player of the game, this game, video, all that great stuff. Comment down below all about that, about all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys Friday, Raptors edition, as they take on the Dallas Mavericks at Scotiabank Arena. 7:30 tip-off as the Raps look to continue on this roll to start the season, looking for their 6th straight victory right out of the gate. That would be incredible to keep things rolling, because then you got a tough 2 games after that game Friday against the Mavs. But you got to take it 1 game at a time, and that's the first one you got to look forward to moving forward. And as for the Buds, they look to take on the same Winnipeg Jets on Saturday at Scotiabank Arena. Matthews and Laine, round 2. Didn't really see much of it today, but you know what? It's round 2, Leafs, Jets, on Saturday, Hockey Night in Canada, 7 p.m., puck drop. It's Freddie Anderson versus who the heck knows for Winnipeg. As right now it says Laurent Brossoit, but I don't think it will be. But we're going to have to wait and see until Saturday. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you guys then.